Okay. Oh, God. Everything's looking alright. Just need to get it up here. Bam. There it is. Okay. Let's just instantly start with the fun thing of finally finishing Gen 1. This took a lot longer than I would have expected. But what did I expect of drawing 151 little things? Okay, let's just instantly start continuing. I definitely want to finally get done with this. Don't know when I'm gonna do the second gen, but I think this was a very fun experience for now. Okay. Yeah. Really never was a fan of this thing. I constantly forget it even exists. Like, what are you? This is the most boring sea thing. Especially with its evolution, just like being itself again, just like slightly different. Hope it at least looks kinda cute here. Yeah. You like seal, Alec? It always was just like very much non-existent for me. I mean... No, I want to keep his head kinda small. It was kinda funnier that way. The thing with it is just like, it looks too simple. Like, especially like early Pokemon oftentimes were extremely simple, but this is really simple, even for that. I really like how smug I made Muk look. It is very cute. They seem like they're having fun, aren't they? Muk is like a really cool take on the classical slime enemy in Pokemon, or like in RPGs. I really like that about it. Especially because it actually looks like a pile of sludge. Time for Cloyster. I think that's what this was called, right, in English? Hello, Yifon. Oh shit, I forgot something. I always remember when I see you. You didn't see a thing. The chatbot was on the entire time. Exactly right. Ah, it's updating. That's fine then. Amazing. The mischievous trio. Ain't he cute? Oh yeah, Onyx. Okay. Making that bugger look very stony. Yeah, look at him. I'm really happy how he turned out, to be honest. He looks really cool. What the hell? Now I really want to draw Mega Steelix. I love how that one looks. Yeah. I drew the Child Snatcher as Trump. I forgot about that. Honestly, I should give him a diaper to make him more lore accurate. A big man diaper. A filled man diaper. Wait. Way better. And now his older brother. And yeah, honestly, it's really nice. I'm very happy with how they turned out, to be honest. Considering you're making them deliberately extremely simple and fast. Nice. No. I think those are Krabby and Kingler, right? Or was it the German names? Was that guy just called King Crab or something? I forgot about his name in English. Okay, it was Krabby, okay. A lot of lines around the eyes to make him look real angry. Yeah. Another fucking eggs. I like how in Gen 1 the middle one was really big. I also like the gimmick of them technically not being eggs and just looking like it. They're like seeds. Like giant seeds. Look at that thick boy. Great. I really made this one extremely simple, didn't I? I mean, not that it doesn't work, just... Yeah, Daddy Longlegs. Kickly. I like the German way so much more. Like, I know it's like Hitmonlee. But I think that Kickly is a way cooler name. Like, what the fuck is Hitmon for a name? Like, Hitmon sounds more like a category for fighting types. And then I'm confused why there's only like 3. Not gonna lie, I really like Hitmonchan though. It's just a weird looking boxer. But that makes it fun. Yeah, they obviously wanted the Bruce Lee reference in there, but like Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, or calling them just Kickly and Knockchan, which is based on like Kickly because he kicks with his legs, and Knockchan because he knocks you out with his fists. How was the third evolution called in English? It's called Capoeira in German. I think it's also Hitmon something in English. Licky Licky looks kinda distressed. Hitmon Top. Okay, interesting name choice. It's literally just called Capoeira, like, which is the fighting style it's based on. This Pokemon always looks so sad. Like it's in pain. Who doesn't love Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan references? A lot of very fun movies. I think that thing also has like some weird holes on its back. Yeah. The way it screams here. Can't wait to make his construction worker evolution. So fucking stupid. Okay, now it's time for the giant pink egg. Yeah, happy little guy. Nah. Just the dots are funnier. Firefox crash? What the fuck? No, little Tangler. Locked in to draw at 11:30 AM is crazy work. You think that? I oftentimes just draw around these times. It's either in the beginning, like early in the morning, or either like 1 or 2 AM. So technically still early in the morning if you don't count that as night. I want to make the thing smile more. Yeah! Look at that guy. I don't actually remember. Do Kangaskhan's have like a 100% female rate? Are there male Kangaskhan's with a baby in their pouch? If the only time when I really draw in the normal like daytimes is when I am doing it for work. I get these like random arts surges where I really want to like do stuff suddenly in the middle of the night. Or for some reason while I'm driving my car. Realest thing you said since yesterday. No, did I? Big cornfish. I hope you're preparing yourself for Monday. It's going to be a trial for the spirit. It is really funny how excited you are. It's gonna be very interesting because I have like no clue what I should expect. Like genuinely no clue. Bucket Cat, she's talking about Homestuck. Lantern really is excited about me finally reading Homestuck, and she wants to like read it with me to see my live reactions. So once ew. Pure disgust. I don't know the main premise. No, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about Homestuck. Like I said. Only thing I know now is that there's a person who accidentally like inked their color, like their skin color differently because of it. They have a Sharpie bath. And that there's slurs in it. That's all I know. Okay, and that Toby Fox made the music. You're gonna do this in a public VC or a private one? In public VC, of course. Are people that interested in seeing my live reaction to Homestuck? Okay. Starmy done. Ain't hey cute. Starmy star. Oh no, you're going to have your brain broken. I have seen fucked up shit in my time. I don't know if I would be that affected by Homestuck. No, I'm gonna laugh at you. You too. Oh god, it's been almost 12 years since I read Homestuck. Am I the only one who hasn't? And what the hell? Let me tell you, the way you speak for a time will change. You're hyping this shit up to an insane degree, do you know that? Watch me now being underwhelmed because I'm expecting way harder shit. It will temporarily rewrite your linguistics. I refuse to be into Homestuck. Let's see how much I'm gonna get into it. If at all. Can it be worse than movie Mr. Mime? Is there anything more cursed than movie Mr. Mime? Careful, Blur. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Take it slow. I'm gonna take it slow. I'm just gonna, like, read a bunch of it. Like, as far as I can go. I mean, when I get from work, you probably also need to like, go to sleep in 1 or 2 hours. So it would make sense to just, like, read a little bit for, like, an hour or so. I think it could be fun, though. The first couple of acts is somewhat slow. There's acts in this shit. I also just want to say, Bucket Cat, you're ew. There's so much disgust behind that. Like a lowercase EW, just written like that without anything else. Every time you do that, I can feel the disgust. One of those series where the insanity of a fanbase put me off entirely. Very valid. That is, that almost was me and Undertale. That almost was me and Undertale. That definitely is me and Roblox. The word act will lose our meaning. I'm so fucking confused. I am genuinely so fucking confused the way you talk about it. What the hell? Seriously? Like, all I'm guessing, like, just from guessing what it's about. I'm just thinking, oh yeah, home stuck. It's probably about a guy being stuck at home. Is it that? Is it just a guy being stuck at home? And like doing completely fucked up things, I'm guessing? Okay, Jinx needs her breastplates to be voluptuous. It's taking Sharpie baths. Ah, okay, the entire show is about Sharpie baths. That would make sense. Yeah, I could see that. Or drinking Sharpie water, maybe. This is so fucking stupid. That one person that just bathed in Sharpies is so fucking funny. A dude is stuck at home for a decent amount of time, but that's really not what it's about. So let's at least spoil the cast of the first two chapters. No, I want to go into this shit blind. I don't want to know anything. By the way, how about this? I'm getting so fucking curious right now. When... And we're gonna start the movie night at 17. If we have time before that, how about we just start? I know the Sharpie bath. I saw the fucking pictures. You were there. No, how about we just, like, once the stream is over, I would say I'm gonna stop in, like, 3-4 hours. We still should have, like, 1 or 2 hours until, like, movie night. We could just start reading today as well, if you have time. Whee! I love Electabuzz. I like its names in German. It's called Electek. And its evolution is called Elevoltek, which I really... What is... Is it Mandibuzz? No. I don't know what this is in English. I just know the German one, Elevoltek. And I think the pre-evolution is called Elekid in both versions. Yay! Now it just needs the little flashes on his belly. Yeah. Blur, I beg of thee. If we're gonna do this in a public chat, make sure anybody liable to spoil it is muted. Okay. In 3 to 4 hours, I will be in Storm Coast fighting for my life. Pack it up. I see you're progressing very well. I would also say, like, in general on the server, if anybody dares to, like, unconsensually spoil anything, any mod has the right to, like, ban them, or at least, like, suspend them for a while. Especially, like, I would try to, like, say, if it is a conscious spoil, like, you purposefully spoiled somebody, then you should be, like, liable for a server ban. I like this song, that is really cool. The back of a movie box type teaser premise is a few long-distance teen friends begin playing a new beta release for a video game, and that video game turns out to be the most crucial and important thing in the entire universe. Okay. Talking about beta, I tried out the Sonic Racing Beta, Crossworlds. How's it called? Like Sonic Racing Crossworlds, I think. And I have to say, I am surprised how good it is. Like, I was very, like, I watched, like, the trailers and everything. I looked at stuff. It always looked, like, very janky and stiff. But I now have to say, now that I tried it, it actually feels very fun. Like, extremely fast pace. Cool stages, a lot of shit to do and watch out for. I love the crossworld gimmick, actually. I didn't expect that. With the game having, like, normal courses, 3-lap courses, and, like, the second lap being in a different world. Like, the first person, like, the first place can, like, choose one of two choices. Then, like, a portal opens up, you go through that, and the second lap is, like, a completely different course. And then you go, for the third lap, back to the original map with a, like, slightly remixed track. It's really fun. I didn't expect that. Especially with them totally utilizing the Crossworlds gimmick and having, like, weird crossovers in it, like Avatar, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, SpongeBob, Persona, fucking the Werehog is back. I didn't expect it to like it as much as I did. Although it's, like, hard to control at some points because it is very different to Mario Kart in comparison. But I'm actually thinking about if I want to buy it now, because I actually enjoyed it that much. Which I before just thought, who knows. Now my issue just is I would want to get it for Switch. The issue with that is just that the Switch 2 version is not gonna launch until next year. And I don't want to get the Switch 1 version because that's probably gonna run like ass. Maybe I need to check if the public beta is also available on Switch, like try out how it runs. If you're willing to start today, I'm game. I am probably gonna start after this, yeah. We're gonna finish up the last Pokemon here. After that, we are going to continue playing a little bit of Necromancer's Tale. But I want to keep it kind of low-key today because I am kind of exhausted. I had such a long weekend. It's been a while since I had a weekend where I had to, like, walk around so much every day. It's good though, I don't mind being outside again more and actually moving. Could definitely use more of that. I love Ditto. He's so cute. Important floof, Eevee. You can't see the rest of its body, it's just floof. Jesus Christ, what did I do with that fucking... Oh no. That was to look funny. What happened to this poor little guy? I don't know if you know the Vine Sauce crew. I know the memes. Ref Scarecrow did a Homestuck reading. I don't know Ref Scarecrow. I just plastered Eevee's head on a fish body. Nice. I mean, it's a comic that has been running for like a decade, hasn't it? Like, there is a bunch of shit there, I can imagine that. I think Jolteon is to this day my favorite evolution. I just like electric Pokemon and this one is so fun. The playlist is 129 episodes long and each episode is approximately 3 hours. How long am I supposed to read that? That's gonna be a year-long project to just get through Homestuck. Holy shit. I think Flareon is my least liked, actually. Like, I like Jolteon the most. And I really think I like Flareon the least because it's just like Eevee, but red. That, oh my god, he looks like he's having a hot top hat. Oh. You know what, I'm gonna leave it like that, it's adorable. Little top hat guy. It's very fun mystery dungeon music. I hope we're gonna get a new one in the future. We got the remake on Switch, so maybe. Or maybe we're gonna remake Explorers. Explorers are so fucking cool. And if they give us all the Explorers of the Sky content in it, we're gonna have like such a massive fucking game. I think actually, now that I think about it, I think I had Explorers of Darkness. as a child. And I think that actually might have been the very first video game where I ever cried. That ending of the main story was so sad. And it's also the reason why I love, what's this English name again? The fire starter of the second generation. I don't know, I know the German name, it's Feuerriegel. I don't know the English name though, fuck. I want your dog. I told you this will consume your spirit and spit you back out as a changed person. You can read up until you decide to stop. But there will come a time somewhere fairly early on where you will not want to stop. I am terrified. Should I go? Cyndaquil, yeah. I really don't know what I've gotten myself into with agreeing to reading Homestuck. You can thank my morbid curiosity and wanting to learn. Actually, I think that I can also talk about... I've been thinking a lot about Pokemon Legends ZA lately because it's getting close to release. And I am excited a lot, like I'm actually really excited for that game. I just have the thing with it that, according to the, like, we have, like, very much proven leaks right now with, like, the new megas and stuff. Like, basically every mega was leaked. And if that leak is 100% true, we're going to get, obviously, like, mega evolutions for the, original X and Y starters, which makes sense. They definitely deserve mega evolutions after all that time. The thing for me more is just, according to that leak, we are not going to get new forms for the starters, like similar to how it was in Arceus. We got like a new form for the returning starters, Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott. Like, they all got new forms. And at least if that leak is correct, they're not gonna get new forms, they're just gonna get megas. Which is cool as fuck. It's gonna be very fun to run around with like with a fucking fire pig and a mega evolution. My thing just is, I really like that the starters got new evolution forms, not just megas. And now I just think it's unfair that Cyndaquil got a cool new form, where it got a cool new typing, while the others getting megas. Now I'm like sad that Cyndaquil doesn't have a mega. While at the same time I'm sad that Chikorita and the fucking Crocodile don't have don't have new forms. Does it make sense what I'm saying? You've been avoiding spoilers for the ZA like crazy? Ooh. I don't know, do you see like technical leaks, like theories about forms and stuff as spoilers, or are you like story spoiler related? When I started reading it, the comic wasn't finished. Somewhere in the mega pause or a mega pause era. Since it was in hiatus, I decided to use that time to catch up. It was a summer vacation. I spent 4 days doing nothing but reading Homestuck, eating, using the restroom, and sleeping. I originally read it in a trance-like state. Then I read it again as an adult with my boyfriend. Sounds like a wild bonding experience. Are we gonna go out of this as way closer friends as before? Zigzag wings. Basically everything. I've seen the trailers and that's it. That's good. And then I'm also gonna stop talking about leaks and potential stuff because I don't want to ruin it for you. For me, the thing always is I don't want to get like spoiled for story and stuff, but I really like just. I know people don't like it because also like the part is like discovering new Pokemon, but for me personally, I like to like semi-know in the beginning, at least like most of them. Obviously, I still like to like discover new forms and shit, but I really enjoy being able to plan ahead, if that makes sense in Pokemon. But then again, in the newer games, I didn't really do it as much. I remember for like X and Y and Sun and Moon days, I basically, like, before the game even released, I perfectly planned out my Pokemon team, looked up where I can find them and, like, prepared for that, and only leveled them. For example, in Scarlet and Violet, I literally leveled, like, 20 different Pokemon because I constantly just like changed up my team. Like, ooh, this would be cool, this would be fun. Let's switch out that, let's switch out this. At some point, I even like switched out my starter. I didn't have fucking my starter in my team anymore, Skeletorge. I didn't have him anymore because I wanted to have Cerulege in my team. But in my final team with the second DLC, like especially when the DLCs come out, I rearranged my team with like the new Pokemon and stuff. And I specifically have like a box for Pokemon that I trained, like a specific like partner team that I can also constantly like, switch out if I want to. Especially the modern games with like their XP share really allow you to just like level so many different things, which is very nice. And I'm probably gonna do the same in ZA and just like level a bunch of different things that I find cool. Obviously gonna try and like get all the megas, get all the like original starters as well. Like I said, the thing that I did in Legends Arceus was I picked, obviously, Cyndaquil as my starter, because fire starter, always. And I got an Emperia in my team. No, Empoleon is the name, yeah. I got one of that on my team because I wanted to have, like, one of the original starters as well. And now I'm thinking if I want to get, like, a Greninja or a Chestnut in my team as well, depending on what else I want to have. Obviously, I'm gonna have a Garchomp, Mega Garchomp in a real-time fighting system. Sounds so cool. But I'm also thinking, who knows? Maybe I don't want to pick Tepig as my starter this time, because Delphox is a Pokemon that I always was like extremely split on, and I want to give it another shot maybe. So I don't know. I don't want to have like 2 fire types on my team. Yeah, there's a fuck ton of ways to play it. And like especially like choices like my team is like very important to me because it is my team, it's my like friends in the game basically. Which is why like when I was younger I hated like switching out my team members for like Avamon, and like just like decided early on what I wanted my team, and then like felt like I was betraying them if I switched them out for Avamon. Which is why I still put them in, like, their own boxes, even if I'm never gonna use them again, because I want to, like, honor the memories with them as my party members. So I'm just like so excited to like play through Legends ZA and just like experience that new fighting system with all the new Pokemon and like all the new abilities and stuff. If you're... Wait. Oh, Lantern is still continuing. If you don't stop the time for the comic to not get its hooks in you and we cross that finish line, yes, you will understand me. Also, you will get a bunch of secret references I've been making the entire time you've known me, and you will have many sudden realizations. If you're like me, you will spend the rest of your entire life identifying the class aspect of fictional characters from other pieces of media. Shit, man. This is that massive. I'm picking Chikorita. I've always loved them, but the little bubbies never had a game where it could really shine. I would say it had a great time to shine in new Pokemon Snap. It was one of the first, like, Radiant Pokemon there. But I totally get what you mean. I'm not gonna lie, Chikorita is my least favorite starter of Gen 2, which is, like, totally design related. Which isn't even the case of like Chikorita itself, because I think it looks cute and all. It's mostly just like its evolution, like its final evolution just being like too simple, in my opinion. It's like very, very like basic, and that's what I don't like about it. I think that the other two are like cooler in design, because like especially as a child, as a little boy, I was always like, ooh, the cooler Pokemon. And it looks like cutesy, with like not really much going on with it. And I hope the Mega is just gonna make it like more interesting. Because obviously I don't know how it looks. I hope it's gonna be cool. I hope it's gonna be fun. And it definitely deserves the limelight. Like, especially compared to something like Cyndaquil. It definitely deserves way more attention. And I'm very happy it got the spot as a new starter. I recognize that feeling of not wanting to swap out Pokemon. Yeah, like, that's like the entire thing behind Pokemon, is that they want you to bond with them. That's why people were so mad about Dexit, because they weren't able to like, take all of their Pokemon into the modern games anymore. The entire thing that makes Pokemon so popular and loved is the fact that you can, like, be so in love with them, which is why like all the side games have like so much like connection stuff with them. It's why Pokemon Go was so popular. It's why the Pokemon games always have like this like petting mini game where you can like play with them to a certain extent. It's why people want them to have like these like super intricate animations and like to look realistic, and why stuff like the Pokemon movie, like Detective Pikachu, was so popular, because it made them look more real. And I really think that Legends EA has potential to make them look even more lively, because we've already seen they have like new sitting animations, new walking animations, new like certain interactions they can do. So I really hope they are just like very, very like lively, because that's like the thing that is still missing to make them look really lively. I hope the Mega also makes it good. There has been a theory, because in one of the trailers we showed Chikorita learning a fairy type move now, which wasn't the case before. Which made people like speculate that it might be able to gain like the fairy typing with its new form. Which would be cool. I wouldn't mind. I'm pretty sure like Chikorita and the water crocodile were both like monotype plant and water. So I wouldn't mind them actually like gaining a new typing. Because I'm also type, like, especially with starters being monotype is boring. I hate when starters are monotypes, always. So yeah, I also really hope, like, all of the starters are gonna be, like, really cool with the new forms. Like, they did the same, like, Legends Arceus, but the new forms made them really cool and viable. This is 100% a genuine warning. If you do not bounce off of the comic early on and stick with it to the end, you will never be the same again. You sound like that friend of mine who wanted to try mushrooms with me once and then said if I'm really sure if I want to do it because I'm gonna be a different person afterwards. That's how you sound. Just FYI, I never did it because I got too scared after that statement. Sonic, by the way, is a Knight of Breath. I feel like I've told you this. I will not understand. You will not understand until much later. I mean, yeah, the Knight of the Wind thing. I think you said Knight of Breath there. That was a Homestuck reference. Good to know. I'm back. I needed a detailed walkthrough. Oh shit, was it so hard to continue in Inquisition? Okay, Grass Fairy Chikorita would bring me joy. It would also just fit so well with like the entire flower theme. And just like, I don't know, either if it's a new form or if it's actually a mega, I think it would be a lot of fun to just like give it way more flowers, more stuff on it, make it bigger. It definitely don't go to the cool side. I hate that like people are like so annoyed about like some of the new megas going, oh, they look so stupid. They follow the mega design trend perfectly. They are just less edgy, and I don't mind that. Mega evolutions don't all need to make the Pokemon more edgy. They are allowed to be whimsical, funny, joyful, and making a Pokemon like fucking Chikorita edgy would be so dumb. What they could do is like Tepig. Tepig's final evolution should be edgy as hell. Giant burning pig, maybe like remove the fighting type, make it dark or something. That would be funny. Don't make it ghost. I don't know what that was, where we got like 2 ghost fire starters like in the same year. Legends, Arceus, and Scarlet and Violet released in the same year, and both had a fire ghost starter. We're just getting the fire fighting type thing again with different types. I didn't know how to navigate this one place. Now I'm about to fight a dragon. You are my background noise. I mean, isn't that normal? I'm streamer number 3,576,000. Of course I'm background noise. That is my place in the hierarchy. Also good to know that I'm not the only one who's struggling to navigate Dragon Age places. Whee! And with that, we're finished. We drew the first 151 Pokemon in my style. Exactly. Okay, I just want to say, because I saw like Ghost Pepper, it makes sense. It is like a little chili pepper in the beginning, but like has like a face of like a cut open apple. I get that. And then like its evolutions turning it into like a little croc with like a chicken nest on its head, which also looks like a sombrero. It's fucking hilarious and cute. And the final evolution also makes sense. It makes total sense to have like a crocodile with a little ghost bird on its head. That is like the entire theme around like the Dia le Muerte? Dias, you know, like the Spanish Mexican like religion around like I'm just making it worse the longer I speak. It's just like this entire like skeleton theming that it has is very cool. My biggest issue that I had at the beginning when it first was revealed how Skeledirge looks was that I hated the flames because it makes it look like a balding clown. And that it doesn't have real teeth. That it has like these cartoon like spike teeth. I wish it had like a Garchomp style mouth with like actual teeth in it. I think that looks cooler. But it really has grown on me, especially because it's not bipedal. We need more starters that don't walk like humans. And I'm very happy that Skeledirge is not one of them. And also want to say, Mega Halucha, one of the coolest megas we got in a while. The Rey Mysterio and like inspirations are fucking amazing. And I hate people like massive red flag people who don't like Mega Victory Bell. It's a perfect continuation of the concept of Victory Bell. It's hilarious, it's a cool idea, and it's funny as fuck. Again, I'm just gonna start the main act for today. Not Enclave, Necromancer's Tale. Also, I'm just gonna stop the music. There was enough Pokemon for one day. Same with like Mega Dragonite though. I really, really like Mega Dragonite. I think that's a really cool and nice idea what they had. And I don't really understand when people say like, oh, the design idea is nice, but it's not, that they could have done more with it. I think it falls perfectly in line with how Mega should look. With like the Pokemon again, but like slight design changes to make it more crazy. And I really like that. Only 1,000 more so to go, yep. I can tell you already, when we're finished, there's already like 2 more generations. Origins is super simple with it. You will struggle in Inquisition. We will see about that. It would be very funny if you are the one just like struggling in Inquisition. I would like breeze through that shit. Blood, do you have a fear of clowns? No reason. No, I don't have a fear of clowns. Not at all. I just think they look stupid. It's time to continue our cocktail save. I have the money, if I remember correctly. I got the money last time. You had to like pay them. A cluster of soldiers was engaged in a hushed conversation. They appeared incongruous, showing little interest in the bustling activity around them. No. Yifon. It's not a Mega War Pokemon. It's a Mega Vomit Pokemon now. It has eaten so much it vomits it out in the Mega. Aye, what do you want? We're trying to have a private conversation here. Shove off, mate. We're busy. They had the same Ralston national uniforms as the man I had seen suspiciously gaining entry to the castle grounds. Let us drop the facade, shall we? I know that members of your unit are gaining illegal entry to the keep. I don't know the details, and frankly, I don't care. There's coin being made somehow, and I want in. A quick glance between the group indicated that I had struck a nerve, and their operations weren't as clandestine as they thought. Who the hell are you coming up to us? Relax, the lad is just looking for work and has a keen eye. We all started somewhere. Fucking clown dude. Marching up to a group of ruffians like us takes guts. I don't mind tossing a bit work to an eager young lad with a discreet tongue. What do you say, Arnold? A glowing recommendation if I've ever heard one. Sure, I think I have another delivery here somewhere. Drop it off near the kitchens inconspicuous like... Don't bring any attention to yourself, and if all goes well, I'm sure we'll have some more work for you in the future. Oh, and mention the word Hailbutt to Andras. He'll let you right through the gates. She fished a flask of dark liquid out to her coat and passed it quickly to me. What is it? That's not your concern. Now scram. I saw the scare. You didn't scare me. You didn't scare me. I saw it beforehand.
Coward. You make me sick. Your weakness is pathetic.
The guard nodded at me in
My lord,
recognition.
The Baron is still keeping his own counsel.
I've heard the Hailbutt have been a fine fishing stock this year. Wouldn't you agree? Andrew's face blanched at my mention of a code word before his eyes narrowed and his jaw tightened. Go on. Get out of my sight. He unbolted the door, then moved out the way, allowing me free passage, although my curiosity was piqued at how those out-of-town soldiers had such a stranglehold on his actions. At the moment, I had a bigger fish to fry. Why did the door close again?
My lord, the Baron is still keeping his own counsel.
For some reason the door closed again. Okay, let's just very quickly go in before it closes again. Safety cut rope axe, man. Remember, keep is so fucking... It's such a big, like, area just for this one keep. Oh, that's some blue flowers. Can I do something with that? Not now, at least. There's a little pond over here. That's really nice. What's this area? Okay, up to the Baron's Keep. Yo, it's big. Fucking dungeon. I'm just gonna save real quick. Uh-oh. No! Okay, let's just load that for a second. I'm not gonna get instantly caught there. How do I already get past the first guard? There's like this little flicker over here. What the hell? Ah! I should probably move away from here, otherwise I'm fucked. They really put a fucking stealth section in the game. Oh god, I hate stealth sections. Let's hope it doesn't look left. Oh, it goes down. Okay, that's good. The fuck is that throne room? Okay, my uncle really seems to think highly of himself. I'd done well to remain undetected. As much as to my surprise the room was unlocked, I cautiously made my way into Gervais' private office. My heart thundered in my chest. Being found without leave within a baron's private chambers was a swift way to find a noose around one's neck. Even though it's our uncle, it's still the fucking baron we're like trespassing on.
Master Van Elstrick.
Well, it appears my information was accurate. An infiltrator has made their way into the keep. I spun quickly, a sheaf of papers slipping from my hands and back onto the desk as the captain of the guard stood resolutely in the doorframe. Caught off guard, I felt a sinking realization that my intrusion was not as stealthy as I thought. Ah, Captain Weird, Weird, have you seen my uncle? Silence, Lord Van Elstrick. You're merely a startled fox caught in the henhouse. Come along, or I'll have to escort you forcibly, adding more fodder to the housekeeper's town gossip. I locked eyes with a square-jawed man, his features unyielding and stern. The determination in his gaze left no room for doubt. He would indeed carry out his promise to drag me out of the keep. Remember the book journal from yesterday? Turns out it's specifically for romantasy books, and I don't read those, or at least I don't know which ones won't cringe me. Wait, so there's like already like, how do you know it's like for romantasy books specifically? Oh, that's bad. Oh shit, we should have gotten the other one. Oh no. He's on his way, I presume? You presume correctly. Now silence as we wait for his lordship. So Willard, I remember we used to see each other around town before I left. How did an orphan make their way to the captain of the guard? Blur, be silent. You are in no position to be making small talk. Oh, it literally says that it's for romantasy books. Like, can you still use it? Or is it like completely useless now? I'm just trying to pass the time. The least you could do is entertain me. Willa just stood, silent and unimpressed. My vain attempts at garnering some kind of information from him caused even me to close my mouth and wait quietly for Gervais to arrive. Plus inside there are questions about the book, such as what was a type of trope between main characters or something. I will make use of it. I mean, you can probably with like everything make like use of that with like tropes between main characters. That sounds really funny. Blur, why do you force me into this dilemma? The revelation that my own office had been violated was deeply unsettling, but to realize it was by my own flesh and blood. I find it hard to fathom, even though the evidence is seated right here before me. Why, nephew? What motivates you to descend to such depths as to infiltrate and delve into my personal possessions? A lump formed in my throat as Uncle Gervais stared down over me, awaiting and expecting some kind of rational explanation. I was caught off guard by my own emotion. I suppose it was a fact that here I was, a naughty boy, caught by a stern but ultimately loving uncle. And all I had to do was explain my pure intent, and he would understand. His disappointment would fade, but this time I could not explain it away. Regrettably, I must confess my willingness to thoroughly investigate every possibility regarding my father's death, even if it means scrutinizing his own brother. Uncle, the whispers of your political maneuvers and schemes have reached my ears. I endeavor to uncover the truth for myself. I think I'm gonna do the first one. Gervais flinched at the mention of my father, and his tone became icy. I haven't even the words to describe how betrayed I feel. My own blood, doubting my loyalty, and suspecting me of such a heinous act. It cuts deeper than any blade ever could. This way of grief and suspicion is a burden I never thought I'd have to bear, and it's tearing me to shreds. The sanctity of my home, a place where memories of my dear brother once brought comfort, now tainted by your mistrust and disbelief. Military and gentry miners? Oh, Jesus. Hello, Traumdieb. Nice to see you here. No, I'm not rizzing bones. I'm currently being interrogated by my fucking uncle. Amidst this faint betrayal, I sense a scrutinizing gaze, searching my face, probing what I knew and what evidence could have triggered such a suspicion towards him. View me as you must, uncle. I have laid out plainly my belief. You must ask yourself, what would Lord God think of your own acts? You must consider your immortal soul before ruling on me. He stood for a long time, looking down at me in that dark and silent cell. Finally, he shook his head slightly, having come to a decision. Captain, blind his arms and lock the cell. Call upon Father Huber to visit here this evening and receive his last confession. In the morning, he shall be hanged! Jesus Christ, Gervais! That night, as I lay chained in the cell, there was a visitor. My child, though your earthly life will soon come to an end, God's mercy is infinite, and his love knows no bounds. This is your moment to make peace with him and seek forgiveness for your sins. Confess your heart sincerely and trust in his grace. The weight of your past does not have to define your eternity. Redemption is always possible. Pray with me, and together we will ask for the strength to face what lies ahead of you. for your soul to find rest in his presence. I suggested that he take his sanctimonious drivel and shove it. The Lord walks with you, even now. In the morning, I was led to the gallows. I have died. Shit, okay, I'm not allowed to go. I need to go down then, I think. I did not expect for Gervais to like just instantly murder us like that. Anything in the chest? Some leather gloves, ruby necklace. And a gold ring, let's go. Nothing there, okay. Oh shit. The knight's coming down here as well, yeah. Ooh, crossbow, let's go. I'm not gonna say no to more weapons. Formal shirts, let's also take that. Maybe I can give those to my skeletons. I think I'm also just gonna make like new saves every now and then to like ensure that I'm not just gonna fucking like get found out. Desk with unimportant looking papers, a knife and a bluestone necklace. I'm not able to go through that door. Oh fuck, I have to... Oh no. I think I have to wait for that guard to go in there. Let's see how it goes. We're just gonna wait for that guard again. There needs to be some way to like go to the lower levels there. I'm guessing it's through here, but the door is closed unless the guard goes in there. No, just like closed in general, the fuck? Have I missed something? Let's just explore the upper thing again if there's anything different we can do here. I'm not gonna interact with that because then I'm just gonna get found out again. Oh, I can't go through that. Your message was deleted? What? The fuck am I supposed to go? You have accused me of doing the murder of my brother, and alas, now you must be executed. Clearly an innocent person. Yep. Not to mention that he executed his own fucking nephew. Don't forget that. Like, the knight can go through... Is that a bug? Like, this is the way down, but I can't go down. I literally can't go through the door he's going through. Like, he's also like, there's also like a no door animation when he goes through there. It's just like he phases through it. Let me just load again for a second. Why can I not go through that door? There's a massive window there, but I also can't do anything there. Look at that, he wants to go in there, but he can't. Or do I have to like kill the knight and get a key? Let's try if we can maybe like go in from behind and like knock him out or something. I just need to wait for him to like leave that room again. Okay, just instantly get thrown in here again, okay. Does he say anything else? Why bring me such a dilemma of revelation that my own office has been violated? Okay, just says the same thing. I wasn't in the office though. Can I like say different things? Uncle, the whispers of your political maneuvers schemes have reached my ears, yeah. He grimaced at my words, as if he had been expecting the conversation to weave another path. My political actions, Blur, have you conveniently overlooked my position? I hold the title of Baron, a role I've upheld for many years. Engaging in political maneuvers is an integral part of my responsibility, entrusted to me by the townspeople to safeguard Marnes, both in terms of security and prosperity. You trespass into my stronghold, my home, to pry into my political affairs. Frankly, I find it quite surprising. You return after years of absence, and now I'm left to ponder if you've become a political adversary. Should I not view this as more than a misguided belief in grief, but instead as a malevolent effort to undermine my standing? What has happened to Mr. say, no, that's not what I intended, Uncle. Of all the cares I've been wrapped up in, I allowed my voice to trail off, seeing that my hint of desperation was steering Gervais away from my true motives. He softened a bit as I professed my ignorance regarding political treachery. Tell me then, nephew, how did you gain entrance to my keep? How did you evade the guards and make your way inside? Let's just tell him about Andrews. That would be funny. So he has confirmed. Andrews is an honorable man and a dedicated soldier. He will face reprimand, but I'll attribute it to the influence of our family ties. Rest assured, I'll ensure this does not occur again. I do appreciate the candor, despite the unauthorized access. My uncle let out a heavy sigh and glanced about the compact room as if uncertain about his next step. I hadn't taken anything, nor had I discovered any significant information shedding light on his motives. Nevertheless, I had infiltrated the keep of a baron, which was an act of rightly punishable by death. What say you, Willard? You know my thoughts on the matter, sir. Blur may come from noble blood, but such a blatant act should be met with severe punishment, hanging. Gervais contemplated Willard's penalty, which was clearly correct. I could feel him analyzing the potential scenarios in a somewhat detached manner, carefully weighing each option. The public's perception of executing his own nephew during these turbulent times versus allowing me to persist on my chosen path despite having demonstrated my deeply untrustworthy nature. If it were anyone else, Blur, I wouldn't even be having this discussion. Willard would have interrogated you for any information, deduced if you had any collaborators, and you'd be staying in this cell until we could assemble the necessary personnel for a hanging. But given the circumstances, the potential fallout with the townsfolk witnessing two nobles slain in such a short span, and of course my own personal feelings, I will overlook this transgression. Just this once. You won't receive leniency from me again. My uncle had seemed oblivious to his slip of tongue when he used the term slain, practically, acknowledging that my father's demise wasn't a mere accident, that he was deliberately killed by someone's hand. He locked eyes with me, his gaze revealing a rare, tumultuous blend of emotions, his stern exterior betraying the emotional undercurrent. After a brief, charged moment, the intensity softened, and he nodded sharply at Willard, who instantly straightened. Then my uncle turned and left without another word. Come, follow me. By only his lordship's grace have you been kept from the hangman's noose, Blur. Consider your future actions against Lord Van Elstrick very careful, as retribution will be swift, I swear to it. He turned on his heel and marched back into the grounds of a keep. Did we take all my stuff? Put the ring over there. That should be fine. Can I enter it again now?
My lord, the Baron is still keeping his own counsel.
It would be really funny if it works. Oh my god, it actually still works. Oh shit, it's locked now. I didn't notice there's a side entrance as well. Let's just load the save again. I'm just gonna wait until the guard is here again. Maybe I can enter the lower level through the other door. Unless it's just always locked. I'm just still confused why this door is closed and this guard can just like walk through it. Okay, so what are you supposed to be doing here quest-wise? I'm supposed to find proof of Gervais having killed my father. And I'm unsure if this game is just like bugged right now and I'm not able to like go to the lower levels or what is going on. Like why the door is closed. Let's see, is this door yet still open? No, it is locked. You can see there's a guard down there as well. There's a bunch of stuff that I stole from my uncle. I genuinely am unsure what I should do here. It's like this room, there's like nothing here. I'm just very confused right now. Also nothing I could interact with. No keys, no anything. I can also not lockpick that door, I think. Like nothing happened at least. I think I'm just gonna like reload the game for a second and check if it's like an issue with the game or if I'm doing something wrong. Just very quickly checking. Okay, it's time to load. Let's see, is the door open now? No. Is that ghosts down there, by the way? I think that's ghosts. I'm just like very confused right now because I genuinely don't know where we should progress if you can't go through that door. There's a bunch of guards down there. But I also can't do anything up there, right? Like if the only thing I can do is like interact with that table. Like nothing here is interactable. Yeah, like in this room, but the second I try to like interact with something, I die.
Master Van Elstrick.
Yeah, like I instantly found out. Okay. Can I make it nighttime here? Okay, maybe I'm just gonna like leave the keep for a second and try to make it nighttime. Maybe something is different then. I'm just like so confused right now. Okay, outside of a keep, can I make it night here? Yeah. Okay, make it nighttime and see if anything is different. I'm just gonna save again just to like be sure not like kill myself. This door's locked. The main entrance isn't though. It's way darker. No, it's still closed. There's also still like nobody sleeping here. I'm just getting more unimportant looking papers. About needed to remain undetected when you entered the office. Yeah, but we instantly are detected when we like interact with one thing that is interactable. I'm just so confused right now. I don't know, is there like a stealth mode? Should I like keep my face hidden somehow? I'm pretty sure there is no crouch button. Yeah, like I had done well to remain undetected, and much to my surprise, the room was unlocked. I cautiously made my way into Gervais' private office. My heart thundered in my chest. Being found without leave within our Baron's private chambers was a swift way to find a noose around one's neck. Yeah, that's Gervais' bed. And the second I interact with that, I'm found out.
Master Van Elstrick.
Like, he instantly finds me. Talk something and bam. Like, you can't do anything here but get found out. And when you get found out, they lock down the thing. What does the journal say? I've learned from the witch Rosario that a ritual in my spellbook may help me with the need to investigate the inner castle. The ritual involves holy script and references something called the Book of Zechariah, which I should seek. I probably need the Book of Zechariah first before I'm able to like fully explore this thing, aren't I? How do I leave the keep again? Another question just is, where can I find the Book of Zechariah? Which probably... I'm now guessing it's giving me a stealth spell or something for the book. Yeah, you can see this. It turns you invisible. That's how I'm able. Oh, that's how I'm able to not be found out. Now it all makes sense. Okay. shouldn't be soft locked. Maybe I just need to wait until the right guard is there again. Andros is back. And I'm out. Okay, now I just need to find somebody who has knowledge of the Book of Zechariah. Maybe Diedrich's grandma knows anything.
Oh, hello again.
Oh my god, she's called Sybil. I didn't even realize that. I got some stuff to do. See you guys later at the Blazing Saddles. Oh yeah, see you later, Alec. Have a nice time. The most major thing. Nothing new, sadly. I could probably ask in the academy about books. Yeah, maybe Ibrahim knows something.
Good day.
Yeah,
Unrequired.
support.
He works hard.
Thank you for
He
your time.
will come again, yes?
Okay, he doesn't know anything. Can I talk to
So,
Lucas?
what can I do for you, dear cousin?
Okay. The Book of Zechariah. That's just herbalism. Nothing in that chest. Yeah, it involves Holy Script. Only issue is I can't enter the church anymore. Like, I literally cannot enter the church. This is bad. Maybe I can talk to the grave undertaker. Maybe he knows something. How's business? What do you think? Oh my god, instantly our trust decreased by 2. Anything interesting happened? No. I just wanted to chat. -3 again, fuck off. Tell me about your father. Everything's sour face softened for once, almost imperceptibly. What's he to you? Hard worker, good man. Hell of a lot better than the bastards running around Mans these days. Whole bloody town's forgotten about him. But he was the one who made sure everyone's kin got a proper send-off, a good man. Would you like living in Mans, in the city, like end up in a have you ever thought about anything else? I have not. Good morning to you. Hello Eclipse, hello Eclipse. I could check the chapel again. As usual, Jonas was focused intently on the area outside the gate. Can you open the gates, please? Huh. There's no books in the chapel, right? There's holy water, but nothing else. As a child, I was mortally afraid of this creepy old statue, but one day my friends Flip and Sophia decorated it with garlands of spring flowers, and suddenly it had lost its manners. What's poppin', Jimbo? Me trying to find a way forward. I need to find holy scriptures, but I can't find them. There's a cemetery.
I'll open the gate. Quick, get inside.
Where could I find these fucking scriptures? Maybe I need to talk to the witches? Yeah, I cannot enter the church. When I enter the church, I literally just get comatose. I tried it a few times, but now every time I just enter, I instantly like fall over. The path should be this one. Let's see if I can do anything at the witch's place. No, I already checked the chicken thieves. They're not able to find that. I can't enter the witch's hut. There's still the goats that I offered. Because he's the goat! The goat! I mean, I could try it again to like really make sure, because it's been a week since I checked, so I don't know if I checked correctly. So we can just check if the chicken thieves are able to do anything, but I'm pretty sure the chicken thieves are not able to help in the situation. I looked around in the university, but I didn't find anything. Maybe I just actually could check the bookshelves. There they are, but I have nothing for them. The music outside here is really cool. Okay, let's try the academy a second time. Ralston the Bastard, Charles of the Empire, Part 2, a merchant's occult account of Obs. The Priorat River drownings. Yeah, but I specifically chose the path where I didn't take the advantage of the children and made them follow a new leader who is more righteous. Because I didn't want to, like, abuse children. I know, how could I? An unfortunate lady. Hamlet. Now I'm just thinking, what could we do? The journal also isn't really the most helpful because it's a... Yeah, Rosario, that a ritual in my spellbook may help me with my need to investigate the inner castle. The ritual involves holy script and references something called the Book of Zechariah, which I should seek. Librarian girlfriend might know. I haven't found her yet. Let's see if I just progress time, maybe she appears. Bezina is here. And Connor is here.
Welcome.
It is awful late to do you work here, Bezina? I do not. I am just visiting. I run a general store near the East Gate. You knew my father? I did. I had only met him a handful of times, as I did your mother. Most of my dealings were with your steward Albrecht. Please do give your mother my regards. I cannot imagine the pain she must be suffering in his passing. Maybe Connor knows
Good to
something?
see you.
And he told me I might meet you here. I have to admit, I've been getting to quite like the books too. Oh, yep, there it is. I seek a holy book called the Book of Zechariah. Could you search the cathedral for it? I won't go sneaking around, Blur. Please ask the priest yourself. Here's the issue. Have you seen Annie around? She's here in the library right now. I saw her a few minutes ago. Oh, maybe I can ask her. Maybe I can actually... Thank you, Lantern, for the tip. Book girlfriend. There she is.
Hello again.
I seek a holy book called the Book of Zechariah. Could you search the cathedral for it? Okay, for you, I'll see what I can do. Come back to me later.
Hello again.
You find it? I'm sorry I didn't get the chance to go to the cathedral yet. Okay. I blew her a kiss. Let's go. That's why I like having my chat to help me. I'm gonna make it progress a day. My book babe. She's not here today, I guess. It's a benefit of drinking cocktails, that is true. She's not here right now, so I'm just gonna... If the academy is locked at night, makes sense. Make it daytime again. She's probably not here in the morning, is she? Make it midday. There she is.
Hello again.
Did you find the book? She frowned and handed it over. You really shouldn't make me carry out your dirty work. I just asked you and you instantly said yes. Why did my trust decrease for that?
Hello again.
Oh, I'm sad I can't do anything more with her. Like kiss her again. Especially after that. I wanted to like do more with her. Now I feel sad. Okay, let's... There it is, the Book of Zechariah. I'm just gonna put the ring over here. Put the necklace. Where is the wear it? Ah, because I reset a billion times. Let's take the Book of Zechariah over here. I don't know if I should read it in public. Let's go into our home. Wait, I'm pressing wrong buttons. Let's just look at the book here. An ancient holy text with symbols matching those on the page I had discussed with Rosario. Maybe I can then take the book here and take the grimoire over here. Yep. The holy text I had obtained contains enough information for me to decipher the ritual Spirit Slave without too much trouble, though my eyes stung painfully as I studied it. This would allow me to bind to my will an ancient spirit and to use it for spying or other purposes. The ritual required a holy file and knowledge of an ancient burial site. Spend 0 skill points to recall a book. I recalled an esoteric book from my father's private collection which detailed some investigations of ancient burials nearby in the northern forest. I should check it again. The fucking music's going on like, what else, Shrek? Then let's check our father's collection. Barkeep book. It's probably in the bookcase then. So now while examining the books here for a moment, nothing of interest in the moment. Okay, is it in this bookcase? Shouldn't it be in the private collection of my father? Maybe I have to just find it over there. I require a blessed holy file for the spirit's self-ritual. The spirit's self-required ritual requires an ancient burial. I need to locate one in the vicinity. That's not an ancient burial, what you're talking about, Tromdeep. I have learned of the ancient burial I seek may be located in the northern forest near the sea. There's a circle of standing stones. Just look for the books maybe here. Yeah, the Stone of Marns. There it is. I maybe already had it in my journal because I already looked through all the books here. Okay, considering that I've learned, yeah, that the... Let me just very quickly look at the book. Spirit Slave. Through this magic, an ancient spirit may be called back onto this mortal earth to obey the commands of the enchanter. The enchanter must have to hand a personal artifact, such as an item buried within it, or a picture of it. To enact the ritual, place the artifact upon the grave of the spirit, together with a blessed holy file containing bones or ashes of the spirit's earthly remains. If the spirit does not wish to be invoked, the caster should intone Iadem autem existentia ad vos revetur ad me iubes while smashing the holy vial. I'm so glad you still have had a cool written in your journal. It's gonna stay there for the entirety of this playthrough. Issue now would be, like, I have a file, but I don't have a personal item. I probably have to find it on the side. The ghosts in this house, like, so brutal. Okay, let me just very quickly. I have learned of the ancient burial I seek may be located in the northern forest near the sea. There's a circle of standing stones. The northern forest is probably near the north gate. Let me just check. I have an empty vial somewhere. I have files. Do they count? Yeah, holy file containing bones or ashes. So I need bones or ashes of the deceased and a close artifact. I'm hoping I'm just gonna find all of that here. It should be down here. It should be the place we found when we discovered the secret passageway under a house. Only file might be able to be purified with holy water. I have holy water with me, to be honest. I could just try that. Put the book back there. Where is it? Bowl of holy water. Vial. Vial of holy water. Let's see if that works. And those are the sea cliffs. Near the sea, yeah, there's a circle of standing stones. So somewhere around here? That beach is like locked off right now, I can't go here. Standing stones near the sea. I'm scared that something might happen. I'm just gonna constantly save now. Ha. There it is on the map, I can see it. What I can do this time is, if you remember when we were here the first time, the crow said we shouldn't go left. We should go right. And I think going left here leads us to the stone circle. Oh god. The path through the forest here was narrow, with rocks and bushes on either side. You have 0 skill points, which is too few to spend on this. The way ahead seemed safe. Suddenly men appeared from behind the rocks and trees and attacked me. That bad. Envelop an area with cold graveyard mist, which drains the resolve of all mortals within, reducing their action points. Click a hex tile to target, yeah. Commune with the realm of the dead to gain magic points. I don't have any of my minions here, which is the most annoying part. Come on, take it. Okay. I'm just gonna move over here for now, and then my turn. Oh fuck, that guy was closer than I expected. Why is it running in fucking slow motion? Come on, move faster. Good. First guy's dead. Ow! That fucker almost one-tapped me. Shit, please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. If I'm dead. Shit. So if I just head there, I'm instantly getting attacked by bandits. Yeah, my fear about chilling mist is that it would also cause me to, like, not be able to attack. But I think, yeah, I think it's worth a try because you need to go there. I don't know if I can get my skeletons here. I'm just gonna save here. Skip through that. I'm getting attacked again. I'm just gonna straight over here. And use chilling mist. Ah, it costs 1 AP. I've not checked that. I thought it only costs MP. I'm gonna move 4 spaces. And chill the mist out of them. I forgot to also take the fucking sword on me again. I could have just saved myself an AP right now. Okay. I'm so fucking dead. Of course I missed, at least this one killed him. Ha! Both missed. Oh yeah. Shit. Ah! I'm just gonna use chilling mist again. And hope I'm not getting killed. Okay. This is a battle of the gods here. Oh, 100 damage in one attack. Let's go. Jesus. Let's loot them, at least. The interesting thing could be... What's the last one? Come on. We're standing too much into them. I got their spears, that's good. It would be interesting if I could take them to make them into zombies. I could pick up the bodies as well, but I don't know how I should bring them to the graveyard, especially because it's daytime. There it is. How do you actually create zombies in this game? Is it a different spell or is it literally just like the same raise skeleton spell? I mean, it's just saying animate. But it's specifically saying like place the skeletal remains in the center. No, the witch's house has a ritual place, that is true. But that's where the goat is still laying. That is what we did for the Dominion of Phobos. I think this is the ritual for zombies. It's at least what I'm expecting. It looks like a graveyard with a freshly rotten corpse, yeah, and like a voodoo doll. I'm guessing with this one, I'm either like summoning giant spiders or using the poison for something. Generally thought this is gonna be a spell to turn yourself invisible. This is probably this. You know what this could be? A spell to save ourselves from dying through being hung. And this one is just gonna be us turning into a real necromancer. Destroying the planet. Who knows, maybe the corpses are just gonna lay here until I can return. Maybe they'll also like started rotting until then. Which would be really funny. Let's look, Dolmen. I need to hold a spade. The dirty was rocky and hard to dig. The wind whipped up, scattering dead leaves and dirt around me as I worked. Eventually I came across an artifact, a small shard of pottery inscribed with a checkerboard decoration, and then another, and a larger piece. The base of a clay pot. I continued to dig, though I swear the wind itself was angry at me. Finally, my spade uncovered something that glistened orange in the light. I quickly knelt down and uncovered it, a necklace of amber, an ancient thing. As I pulled it free of the clay, the wind suddenly died, fading rapidly in an almost human voice, an anguished moan before I was gone. Okay, I have an amber necklace now, which is like an ancient artifact that I had found buried in a stone circle. Mana boost when worn by health 4. Okay. I hope I can keep that after the ritual. I'm just gonna put it here for now. Can I not wear that ring? I can. To give myself a mana boost, I could definitely need that. Also gonna hold that. Put that ring over here. Another question is just going to be... this was the spot where I could call upon the ancient spirit buried here and bind it to my will, but I did not have in my possession a holy vial. I have a vial of holy water, though. Huh. How should I get a holy vial now, though? That's the next big question. Maybe I can ask Annie again? Let's see. Let's go back to the academy. And haven't progressed time, so maybe she's still there.
Hello again.
Nope. Okay, where could I get a holy vial then? Now I'm also extra happy that I didn't choose a path where Annie doesn't like me anymore, because now I was able to like get her to give me the book. Bill?
Welcome, sir. I have fabrics from across the known world, linens from the Nile, wool from the highlands of Scotland, and, of course, silks from the Orient. If there is anything I can help you with, please let me know. Welcome, sir. I have with pleasure.
Just fabrics. Just to confirm, apparently a holy vial contains holy oil. You googled how to get it. Could you maybe give me a tip? I have like zero clue where to go right now. Because like I have a holy water, but what is holy oil? Do you have to like mix grease with holy water? At least that would have been a funny solution. Might have to interact with some church people. That might be a problem. Yeah, like they're just like cleaning basins. Maybe I can like talk to Christine here.
Yes, child.
Father Constantine, you came back to the file you left. Ah. She finally turned to get a glance at me. As she did, I felt pressure building in my head. A heat came off the stone of the cathedral, as if on a hot summer day, the rigid lines and angles of the church seemed to bend and misalign and gradually return to normal. Excuse me, I thought you were the priest who had just left on his duties. You look ghastly. This was hard work. The work must be done, difficult or not. Our wet weather has spread so much mud onto the walls, and no one else will raise a hand to do anything about it, so I am doing it, and I intend to do it well. Can I ask you about Father Constantine? What about the father? I'm looking for him. Where can I find him? The father has taken to attending the flock who will not come to mass. Check the settlement outside the east gate. Certainly Father Oisware is better if you have a crisis of faith. Why not try him? Oh, I think I know what to do. Maybe he could come out here to see me? Not with all the mud around following the recent weather. Okay. You mentioned that Father Constantine has forgotten a vial? A vial of holy... Jesus Christ. A vial of holy chrism. I doubt he will really need it, as those people are stubborn to the true faith. Father Constantine is also not nearly as persuasive and kind as Father Olivier. Olivier? Think nothing of it. I merely thought he had come back to retrieve it. Perhaps I can take the vial to Father Constantine? Entrusting you with a vessel of holy oil, regardless of what I think about you, that would be inappropriate. Why should I hand you something so important? So a woman was a tough nut to crack. Perhaps a priest himself would be more pliable if I talked to him directly. I would just like to help a good father out. That does not really answer the question. Your intentions may be pure, but your station is not. You are another priest, and so have no business asking for this. Regardless, I cannot remove myself from my duties here to go onto a fool's errand, even to fetch the file for you to take. I am not giving you the key to the sacristy, if that is your suggestion. What if I did the washing while you rested and fetched the file? She looked at the damp rag in her hands and the mud caked on the walls of the cathedral. Her resolve was faltering. Nice, my skill check impresses high enough. I'm young and fit, Christine. This would be an easier task for me. You could rest a little inside. That would be a kindness. I get a pain in my back when I stoop too long, and it would be nice to sit for a moment. You really are a good person, I'm sure. Fine, I will fetch a file for you to give to Father Constantine. In the meantime, you can take this rag and apply some effort to this mud here. The work must continue, after all. The Necro-Rizzler gets them all. Christine handed me the dirty rag and indicated the basin filled with murky water. Then she disappeared inside the cathedral. I knew not how long she might be away, but I could feel her eyes watching me through the great windows that reflected the afternoon light. With no other recourse, I dipped the rag into the water and got to work. Pain. The pressure in my head exploded and ran down my spine. A knot formed in my stomach as my vision blurred. A feeling in my legs went numb. Somehow, I managed to drag the wet cloth across the mud and pull it away. The sensations remained as I cleaned the rag and applied it again. The Necro-Rizzler goes after all the gills. Yeah, that's true. Oh, Jesus, the colors. Shadows. The world around me faded into a dark version of itself. Black, twisting clouds engulfed in the sky, churning this way and that in the rhythmic, unnatural motion. The walls of the cathedral bent and warped through. I still felt the stone through the cloth I wiped across the surface. Colors shifted all around me. My legs, still feeling nothing, appeared to be wrapped in hands of writhing shadow which clawed at my flesh. The world turned, and I lost sense of where up belonged. The pain, the shadows, the colors, the spinning. It all gathered in my chest and threatened to tear me from myself. I can't spend any skill points. The moment I closed my eyes, the feeling of nausea rolled over me. I felt my feet again, and the ground beneath. Then the sensation of the ground evaporated, as if I were a bird on the wing. Sheets of color enveloped the darkness behind my eyelids. It was like walking through a desert during a sandstorm, except the sand was blue, then red. My throat parched and my skin boiled from a sudden heat, far greater than the cathedral walls had shed. I remained, wandering that desert for endless time. Ah, Master, you're finally awoken. It is morning. I was about to fetch for a doctor to send to you. I dare say you gave Miss Pfeiffer a scare. To be careful and make sure you are good and rested before you go out again. Thank you, I shall. I just fucking fell over? Jesus. So because I didn't have any skill points left and my skill was too low, I just... Let's hope I can still get it from the cathedral. She's definitely not here anymore. Shit. That's the wrong book. Rumors of missing bodies in the cemetery. Perhaps I should investigate. I require a blessed holy vial from the spiritual south ritual. Where is that woman? That's Father Constantine.
Yes?
I confirmed with the priest about his liaison with Rosa dal Fara. Over to talking with Rosa, what's going on? Something has been a bit fruitful with a member of his flock, I think. I don't know what you're saying. Turn your mind away from dark thoughts, my child. I overheard you talking with Rosa. What's going on? Good sir, you shouldn't have eavesdropped. Lest your mind give into envy. You did not answer the question. Words given to me in confidence are not mine to share. Surely you know that I cannot repeat Miss Dalfara's confessions, no matter how innocent they may be. I considered what I could remember of the conversation to find leverage. Luckily, my acuity and stuff is very good. It is not Rosa's confession, but yours I am concerned with. What are your regrets, Father? What temptations did you fall to? Rosa is quite a beautiful woman. A beautiful, pregnant woman. It would be an awful shame for the church if a connection was made. The priest was momentarily stunned by my directness, but he recovered soon enough. I don't appreciate your tone, sir. Who would believe you anyway? There's no proof of it at all if anything happened, which it didn't, of course. Of course not. But who needs proof? A scandal is enough to get a priest censored. And then what? You surely would not preach in Marnes again. Wait, send me away, far from my flock, from my Rosa, and... What is it you want? I need a vial of holy chrism. I can't! Objects such as these cannot fall from the church. They can be used for such terrible... What do you plan to do with those? That is none of your concern. Do you wish to abandon Rosa? This is your choice. He closed his eyes and saw tears forming in their crevices. Slowly, he lifted the vial from around his neck and handed it to me. Now let's never speak of this again. That was easier than expected. Why did I even have to, wait 2 days and fall to my death? There it is, the holy vial. Let's put it to my other vials. I'm just gonna save here real quick. Okay, let's see. Now we can also see if the corpses are still there. Yep, they are. So if we can get zombies later, I have 3 bodies already. Time for a spirit slave. And this was a spot where we could call upon the ancient spirit, buried here, and bind it to my will. I commenced the actions described in the spellbook. The great stones of the dolmen stood before me, like a giant table worn with the passage of time. The ancient trees beyond the stone circle bore witness, crowding out the sky. They leaned in quiet, as if listening, waiting. The breeze then stilled, yielding to some presence, me or another. The shadows beyond the circle flickered and moved, and I swore at times I saw eyes watching. First I attended to the amber necklace. Assuming the beads once belonged to the spirits housed within, I reached in and laid them on the earth. The capstone loomed over me. It felt precarious, despite my knowing it had sat there, unmoving longer than our nation drew breath. Around the amber, I arranged the pottery shards. Pressure tightened around my chest. Pressure tightened around my chest. It felt like the air had become heavy, though the circle rested clear and empty. Even the shadows stretched up into the branches beyond the circle, no longer dancing. I produced a holy vial and packed it with the ashes I had found. This I placed over the shards and the necklace. They are tightened again, this time around my neck. I held my leveled palm in front of me, facing north. I call you back from the earth. I shifted my palm to the east, into the air. With a thrust, I pulled my hand back to me as a fist. And I bind you to me. The tightness at my throat strengthened, choking the words from me. Around the stone circle, shadows loomed and writhed. Their darkness wrested my vision from me, save for dots of red. Heat rolled off my neck, leaving a trail of sweat, and I swore I felt a hand pressed there, squeezing. Had I done something wrong? A growl thundered in my ears, a refusal. Eardem autumn. I think it was like smashing the vial and then saying it. Taking the vial in hand, I smashed it against the other offerings. Dry ash erupted from the vessel. The cry of breaking glass punctuated the command I evoked from the spellbook. Eardem autumn existentia ad vos revertetur ad me iubes. As the ash flowed over the clay and amber, a great billow of smoke arose, and thence into a bright white flame. With it came a scream of anguish, of anger, radiating out like an unbreaking wave. Bright images washed over me and overtook me, too fast to focus upon, too great to ignore. I don't have enough skill points to spend for my constitution. Shit. The force of it sent me to my knees and then to my hands. I pressed upon me like a stone, as if the dolmen's capstone had fallen and crushed me under its weight. My vision ran red with anger, white with hatred, then black. My stomach roiled under the assault, threatening to divest itself of its contents. Slowly the sensation subsided, and I crawled on my belly like a worm. And I was able to open my eyes. A figure floated in the flames before me. She, for a figure was she, stared at me, watched me. Eyes narrow and searching hands up, ready to lash out. Long braids of hair flowed out about her, clasped with clay beads. Her face bore painted dots and lines, and around her neck was the ghostly form of the same necklace which lay now on the earth, unblemished by the fire. Mana increased to 5.
Zala, Aska, Damel, Tremir.
That is really cool.
Zala, Zostrala, Varo, Svazatilingov.
I understood the spirit Zella. Oh shit, because I'm an academic I can understand what she's saying? Does it mean I couldn't do that when... Oh my god. This spirit, Zala, had no concept of modern language constructs, nor I of hers. Instead, we communicated in symbols, ideas. As a scholar, I was well versed in understanding complex imagery and syncopated thought. Rope and bird were easy to understand. She was bound to me and angry about it. She wanted freedom like a bird. Stars and water were intermingled. But the meaning was unclear to me. Apparently there is a very evil activity you can perform to get +5 mana in one fell swoop. I'm guessing it has to do with like doing like very bad things in the city. Stars, water?
Zastrala, Varo, Rutro, Abovetcha.
It was difficult to follow. The emotions along with the ideas were neutral, or was that a hint of a resolution? Of something falling into place? It was a strange sensation, feeling as though I was resolved, that I was accomplished. There was something in this about her waiting, expecting me to come. Finally, I understood. She had seen it in the stars, in the ripples of the water, as sure as evening comes after morning. What to make of this, I did not know. Zala stared at me, watched me, studied me. If I looked one way, with effort, I saw her, but she faded from view if I relaxed. I could feel her seething and disdain as my own. I saw what she saw, heard what she heard. It was like she and I were the same person, and that person hated me with every fiber of its being.
Barn. Spart barn.
Layered in with the anger and rage lay something doubtful. Something like pity. It was the child, the infant. To her, I knew nothing. Flashes clouded my vision, emotion rupturing my being as the assault returned. A glimpse of something, the stone circle and the trees beyond, the writhing mass of shadows reaching ever closer. The world too bright and alarming. Us, me, her. I found her within myself and enclosed her in my will. The feelings, visions and sounds all shrank as I pressed and pushed and pulled with my mind, separating myself from Zala. I molded the idea of her into a tiny ball and an opalescent pearl of emotion, hidden deep within the recesses of my mind. Her image remained before me, but no longer was I so connected to it. Yet, I knew that I had simply to call upon her, and I could see through her eyes, hear through her ears, feel through her body, as I had when she first appeared. Zala was a tool I now harnessed. She was compelled to follow my summons and my intent when I required it. Until then, she would wait here. Holy fuck. We have a ghost summon now. That's some wild shit happening here, Jesus. Let's just quickly return to the city. I think, like I said, I wanted to make this a little bit shorter today because I am very exhausted and I am tired. So, sounds like Blur's building a harem of ghosts or what. Let's just go to Device Keep. And set Zala. I wasn't ready. Let's just save. I sent Zala's malignant presence watching me. I would send her into the castle to learn more. I moved to a less obvious spot and focused on the rage seething around me. Zala, here, duty. And there she was, standing before me, though her feet did not quite settle upon the ground, while inside me that feeling of rage and was dull and I could ignore it. But here before me it surged with every thought and image that Zala gave me. Go, Gervais, eye, ear. Gate, ram. The intensity of the words struck me like a cudgel of the gut. Refusal, they dripped with a kind of poison that warmed its way around my brain. Was Zala trying to free herself? The fool spirit had no such power. I decided to tempt her with freedom. Although she was under my control, this would work better if she wanted to do it as well. A carrot to dangle in front of the horse's nose. Zala, duty, bird. Bird? Duty, bird. I nodded, though I did not know if Zala understood such things. If she performed her duty, I promised that I would free her. It was up to me to decide, of course, when the time came. Seek. Office. Office? I had no way of showing her where to go. The concept of an office was surely lost on someone who had died thousands of years before. Workshop. Workshop. Earth. Wolf. I did not quite understand what she meant by the ideas of Earth and Wolf, but Zala drifted away on her mission. I let my eyes unfocus and sank deep into the connection that the spirit and I shared. It felt like it took mere seconds, but when I opened my eyes, Zala's eyes we were somewhere new. Zala drifted through the corridors, upstairs, and finally into the hall where my uncle received guests. This grand hall was made to look impressive, and those visiting made to look impressive to those visiting. It appeared opulent and ostentatious rather than functional. In the middle of the hall stood my uncle and Willard, the childhood bully turned captain of the guard. They looked down the hall, expectantly while conversing. Zala floated across the polished stone and took a position in the shadows. Why she chose the shadows, I did not know. She could not be seen, clearly, as my uncle would have surely noticed if she could. Nevertheless, it was close enough for me to overhear the conversation. Make us wait. I do not trust this man, but I cannot turn him away. Why invite him to a ball if you do not like him? I must extend a branch to the Ottomans as one of our closest neighbors. I cannot control which vizier the Sultan sends. Why must Mahmud always... A man appeared in the entrance of the hall and strode down the length of it. Violet and yellow silk billowed in his wake. 3 Ottoman soldiers took up positions behind him, far enough to show deference, close enough to act. A wide smile graced the vizier's face as he spoke.
We meet once more in these illustrious walls, my friend Gervais. It has been too long. It is unfortunate your brother's fate. I am sorry, my friend. He is at peace with the world now.
Thank you. I am most pleased to welcome you again, Pasha. I do hope that your absence will not inconvenience your great Sultan. Your presence in my fair city brings joy to my people. I see you have brought your guards, though I doubt they will be needed. They are welcome, though. I do not have space for them here.
You have your companions, as I have mine. We are never truly alone, are we? No doubt your brother is kept within your own heart. Tell me of him.
Zala felt suddenly startled to discover there was an emaciated figure floating above the floor in front of her. He studied her with empty, white eyes, 2 fingers stroking the whipsy hair at the end of his chin.
An interloper, Pasha. These halls harbor a spirit, older than even I. Smells of ash and clay.
He has a djinn with him? The words were not ones from any language I recognized, and yet I understood them as though it were my native tongue. The creature lunged forward and swiped at Zala with a claw-like hand. She spoke epithets I did not understand, and the creature spoke back in kind. Unlike the speech before, these words were not translated for me. I studied the creature. He was a long and thin figure, the skin stretched over bone like it was thin cloth. Gold adorned his neck, fingers, wrists, and ears, all of which were longer than any person's should be. Like Zala, no one seemed to notice him, though he seemed to look through Zala, almost as though looking at me.
I sense a child who thinks he is a man. Stay, one who is like me. Let your master listen. Do not interfere, mortal. This one's bonds are weak, and it is within this djinn's power to sever them.
Oh God. The creature, a djinn, evidently, scowled and returned to the vizier's side, though his busy alabaster eyes seemed to roam over everything. I felt his particular attention like a needle in my soul. The conversation had continued without us, returning to the mission I had set for her. Zala crept close enough to the group to listen in.
And who does accompany you, my friend?
Willard Werner, captain of the guard. Should you encounter any trouble in our fine city, please let me know, Pasha Mustafa.
The child has no manners. This is the one Pasha. Ignorant, both of how he talks and who he is.
I am glad to know that this Warnier captain will protect me. But has this city fallen so far where one must expect trouble? Dear Gervais, how has this happened?
It is... Forgive my captain, Pasha. He is used to handling small matters with local citizens, not great people from our brothers to the east. He is merely eager to make you feel safe when you are away from home.
I suppose all great cities have their problems. There will always be those who prefer to challenge peace and order. I am fortunate that Constantinia does not have so many such persons.
I am sure. You have traveled a long way, Pasha. Please let my attendants take you to the quarters I have prepared for you. Rest and enjoy the comforts of my home.
He does not attend to you himself? Does he think himself your better to dismiss you so? He should know the danger he invites.
The vizier waved his creature's statement away, and in the same motion bowed his head to Gervais and Willard. Then he walked off in the direction indicated. Although he smiled, there was a seriousness to his eyes that I could not determine. Once the vizier was a few steps away, Gervais bent his head and whispered, "Let us linger for a moment here, Willard. Before retiring to my office, there are some matters I would like to discuss." "Of course. Do you think there are prying ears?" "One can never be too sure with one such as Ali Mustafa." I waited for my uncle and his captain of the guard to resume speaking. "That is enough, I think, Willard. Have you delivered the arrangement I provided?" Gervais began walking in, and Willard fell in step aside. They walked abreast rather than one after the other. Zala followed. At least she still obeyed her mission. "I have, Lord. What is the meaning of all this? You did not read the missive, then?" "You know me better than that. It's just an unusual request, delivering something to a man in the woods. I would like to know what I'm a party to." Any other subordinate I would threaten with cutting out their tongue. You, my dear boy, you will have some of the answers you seek. Inside. Keep your voice low. The two walked into my uncle's office. Zala hovered at the threshold rather than following. Go! Office! Workshop! Zala obeyed. Was the mission I set her upon. She had to complete it, she knew. But the moment she crossed the threshold, I was back in my own body, seeing through my own eyes. Zala remained a part of the somewhere still, but distant and frayed. She did not respond when I called. Had I texted her connected too far? Would she return to me? I had not gleaned the information I wanted. There was something in my uncle's office that I needed to know, and I was clearly up to something big. Whatever it was, he had safeguarded it with not only with walls and guards, but also with some kind of magical ward which held Zella back. I would have to get inside again myself somehow. Yes, so now we actually need to go ourselves. I should check with Luca at the school. I heard rumors of missing bodies, yeah. But that's a great ending point with reaching at chapter 10. I am very happy with the progress, but like I said, shorter stream today. We're going to continue next time, but still, I hope everybody here had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. See you until next time.